Hi guys. Um, Good to be back. I've got a few minutes, so I'll do a very quick video. A few minutes before lunch. For all fellow Malaysians, happy Merdeka. Today is extended public holiday. It's Monday. Yesterday was Merdeka. Yes, congratulations to Malaysian badminton players for winning the mixed doubles in the World Championship last night. Sadly, the ladies did not win. Well, I watched till about 11 last night. Okay, back to serious stuff. A couple of announcements. First and foremost, thanks for subscribing and watching my personal YouTube channel called MK Live Tuber. The reason why I started MK Live Tuber channel was basically because it was a form of stress relief for me, and I wanted to do something that I'm passionate about. Just to talk on screen, to just talk about everything tennis and cars and food and everything else that is happening in this very humble and boring life of mine. Okay, so moving forward from today, everything tennis related will be on the new channel of mine called Tennis Central Asia. Okay, TCA. Yep, TCA, Tennis Central Asia. One of the primary reasons is because I managed to get a very popular, famous sports store in KL, in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to be a sponsor of my Everything Tennis. Okay, so we are moving everything tennis related to Tennis Central Asia. Okay, which I will announce later on in my next video, my first video in TCA. Okay, yes, you can, at the bottom of, as you know, I'm very raw. Everything I do is unscripted. So it's all based on very bad memory of mine, and I always like to sidetrack. If you watch my video a couple of times on my channel, you'll know I go everywhere. Yeah, my mind goes everywhere. So somewhere at the bottom of the description of this video, you will find the link to TCA. So that is more tennis centric, well, maybe sports centric, but no pickleball. Sorry. Okay, that's a whole new topic again. Okay. Anyways, so very quickly, because some of you guys are following me because of tennis content, I just want to quickly brief you on the Solinco Mark 10, not the racket, the strings. Okay. So I've been even before I started my YouTube channel, I've always watched YouTube reviews about rackets, strings, tennis players, whatever not. Okay, everything tennis related. So the Solinco Mark 10, this blue, baby blue, can you see it? This baby blue, very nice, soft color, Solinco Mark 10 has been a talk about town for the last few months. Everybody sings praises about it. I've never tried it. So this week, I've actually decided to string my RF01, okay, with the Solinco Mark 10, okay. Along with this racket, I've got a friend that strung his Yonex E-Zone 100 with the same strings, Solinco Mark 10. I've got another friend who just got his new Extreme Pro, Hate Extreme Pro, also strung with Mark 10. I've got another friend that strung his Pure Drive, Bubble Up Pure Drive, also with Solinco Mark 10, which I will probably test play tomorrow. But just a very quick, since I've got a few minutes only, just to update you, the Solinco Mark 10 is a very lively racket. It is poly. It is definitely not as stiff as what I've been using. I've been using the for a couple of years now, Signum Pro Tornado. But I think as I progress, as I age, or whatever you want to call it, I hate that word, but my body can no longer take the stiffness, that kind of harshness from polys that are too strong. So if you're one of those fellas that are looking for poly because you like the pop, you like the feel, you like the liveliness, whatever not, and you're looking for yet a softer poly, I highly recommend the Solinco Mark 10. I like the color, but it doesn't go with all the rackets. You know, if you've got a yellow racket, I think you look quite funny. My friend's Extreme Pro looks a bit odd, but after a while, of course, you don't see the strings anymore because you're playing the racket, right? You're not really like looking at it from the cosmetic point of view. If you look at mine, it looks quite nice because the racket is all black. So if you have a black racket, I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to string my T305S next with the Solinco Mark 10. I actually quite like the feel. I want to know how long it lasts. So since 25, almost 30 years ago, when Luxilon Alu Power came into market, you're talking about over 25 years ago, I believe. I started using Luxilon long time ago. I used to really like it. Two reasons. Number one, the control, the feel. I just love the pop off. That was my first experience with poly guts. I call it poly strings, to be honest with you. And I really liked it. And it doesn't snap. Like, okay, it snaps, but it lasts forever, right? And so, yeah. Okay, back to what, see, I think my mind goes everywhere. Okay, back to whether it lasts, how long it lasts and whatever not. So the Solinco, back to the Solinco Mark 10, right? So they are the standard gauge, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so 16 being, if you guys are new to string thickness, 16 being the thickest, okay, or the heaviest, 17 being the most common choice of gauges of string thickness is 17, and then there's 18, which is really thin. So the thinner the string, it gives you more feel and whatever not, but it snaps easier, doesn't last as long. 17 is a go in between that everybody, like 70-80% of our normal players like us, non-pro players, obviously, people who actually absolutely love tennis and play at a respectable level, we actually usually go for 17 gauge. And then there's 16, which is a really thick. It doesn't have as much feel as the 18, obviously, or the 17, but it lasts forever. And it's got a more planky feel, if you ask me. Okay, that's my opinion. Now, why am I telling you this about gauges? Because when I went in string, me and my friend, two of us went in string, this particular one, what you're looking at right now, the Solinco Mark 10, they did not have the 16 gauge, nor did they have the 18 gauge. Yeah, sold out. They're so popular, it's sold out. So what they had at the time was the 16L. Now, some of you may know, some of you may not. I didn't know. I didn't know there's an L. There's like in between. There's a 16L is an in between thickness between a 16 gauge and a 17 gauge. Is an in between gauge. So yeah, if you understand, I don't want to go elaborate on that. The thickness is in between a 16 and 17. So it has the best of both worlds. Now the place that I go and I get my the regular place that I get my string, my racket strung, the owner is a super salesperson, right? A super salesman, like he can sell ice to Eskimos. That's what we always say. So so the saying goes, right? So he encouraged me to use the 16L. I can't give you a comparison between a 17, 16 or an 18 because I've only used a 16L, right? But so far, in line with what he recommended or what he mentioned, this feels perfect. It's good enough for me. So guys, if you go to the shop, you want to string up a Solinco Mark 10 to try, I'll give you a few recommendations. Number one, if it's a 16L, they don't have a 17, go for 16L. It's good enough. 18, if you want better slices, this is just my opinion, right? If you want better feel, you can go for 18. Now, but the most important question is, what tension should you string? Okay, so let me give you this. So when I used to use Luxilon, Luxilon always recommends 10% below your usual string tension. So if you're using synthetic strings and whatever other multi-filament, even if you always string at 50 pounds, technically 10% lower, you should string at 45 pounds. Correct? Okay. That's because of the hardness of the strings. Because polys are definitely higher, stiffer. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to avoid your elbow issues, your shoulder, your wrist, from injury, from pain, from stress. So it's only fair that you string 45. But some people are not used to it. Like I'm not used to 45. Even back then, like 45 is a bit too low. So I string at 47, 48. trust me, I can feel the strain. But then again, I was also very young. Yeah, like half the age I am today. So I could hack it. But as I age, of course, I play with a lot of tension and whatever. Not strings, tensions, they play an integral part of the feel you want from your racket. So, anywho's, so my recommendation is if you have an RF01, let's just start with the RF01. Okay, this is a 300 gram RF01. There's of course the Future and there's the Pro. Okay, which but I can't use any of those. One is too light, one is too heavy. So this is 300 grams, 98 square inches. Okay, it's the lightest of the 98s I've got. Okay, all my 98 square inch rackets are 305 grams. So this one, if you have got an RF01 and you want to try the Solinco Mark 10, my recommended tension is 45, 43. Or all around 45, it's up to you. But 45, plus minus around the region of 45, plus minus 1 or 2, 45, I think is just nice. Now, the reason is very simple. The RF01 has got a very small sweet spot. It's got a ridiculously small sweet spot. The sweet spot is like this, probably this much. So if you pocket the ball here all the time, perfect. It feels awesome. The sound is amazing. You feel like a freaking champion, right? Every time you hit the sweet spot. However, if you hit anywhere off center, the ball just dies. So when you have a lower tension, when you lower the tension like about 45, 44 pounds, it enlarges because it's softer, right? So it enlarges the sweet spot by a little bit, by maybe 15%, 20%, max 15, 20%, right? So it maxes, but don't go crazy and go at 30 pounds because then, although the sweet spot is very big, but with zero control, everywhere the ball touches, it just flies right center. So pointless, right? So you want to just enlarge the sweet spot a little bit. So what you do is you just maybe, enlarge it a little bit by stringing at 45. If you string at 47, 48, now this one, when I strung it, I believe I strung at 47, 45. It's all right. It's not too bad, but I do feel the strain because, well, you are not me, I'm not you, but everybody's body is different. So I'm going to string, I'm going to try again. I'm going to string the T305S. I'm going to string the 305, the Tecnifibre T305S with Solinco Mark 10 next. If the shop is open today, I will head over there. If it's not, I doubt it is because of public holiday. But if I go, next time I will be stringing with the Mark 10 at likely, 45, 43, because the current tension running is 47, 45. Right? Even that is too high. I think it's 48, 47, I can't remember. I have it written down somewhere. Wait, let me check. Now that I'm on the topic, let me just check. The last time I strung it, 47, 45, yeah. So the last time I strung the T-Fight was with the Signum Pro Tornado was 47, 45. So even there, even at 47, 45, I feel the strain. It's not really friendly, when it comes to comfort. Comfort is not really the strength of the 305S for me, again. So I probably swing it 2 pounds lower at either all around 45 or 45, 43. We'll see what happens. But so far, this video is actually not about the racket. Sorry, guys. It's about the string. So yeah, go ahead and highly recommended the Mark 10. There are a lot of strings in the market. Some from small companies, some from very big companies like Head and whatever not, and Luxilon, and but those are quite common. It doesn't suit everybody, but everybody wants different things, right? Different feel and comfort level. So it's actually up to you. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, I'm still in a few minutes. I'm still headed up for lunch. So thank you for watching, guys. And I will see you on TCA. Bye.